Hello and welcome back to Braindump. My name is Nicole and I am the host of this podcast, the podcast in which we literally just brain dump what happens in my brain from week to week. It's kind of like unpaid therapy for the listeners. You get to learn a lot about what happens in my little brain, my subconscious, and you get to judge me from afar. So, yeah, what a treat. If you are listening to this when it comes out, I hope it's a good Friday. Am I right? I'm not religious. Religious? I'm not religious, but it's Good Friday. So, I hope it's a good Friday. That's what it means, right? Anyways, let's point out the elephant in the room. It's not an elephant, it's my eyebrows. They're gone. Jump scare for the visual listeners. I bleached them. If you don't follow me on social media, by now you would not have known. But if you followed me, you would have known. So that's why you have to follow me on my social media. So you're aware of all of the bodily changes that I undergo constantly. Lots of ups and downs regarding these eyebrows. First positive, really. Oh, my camera looks a little slanted. I'm going to turn it over a little bit. Oh, that actually made it worse. Okay. First positive about these bad boys is they're really fucking easy to achieve. I'm going to admit it. It's so simple. If you already have the quote-unquote so-called ingredients, it's literally just bleach and developer and you're done. I didn't even tone these bitches. I just put purple shampoo on them twice. Don't think it really did anything, but hey. I just burped. Sorry. Yeah, it's really easy to do. A downer for this is that everyone will stare at you and parents will judge you in public. I felt it. I feel the presence of like the judgment. It's not like everyone's like looking at them, but they're looking at them in my eyes. So that's my first little update. Second little update for the visual listeners. We've added to our set pieces. Now, not only do we have Gru, we also have Hello Kitty taped the fuck down onto my door. It's awesome. What a treat. I know. The more and more I settle into this new set location, aka my floor, the better the set design gets. Am I right? I feel like I have to add on to it every week. Otherwise, what else do you have to look forward to besides blank walls and blank door? Yeah. Another thing, I found out about this. So excited. I wrote it down. I'm so happy to share. Michael Cera is gonna be in the Barbie movie, guys. The prophecy has been fulfilled. What prophecy? The prophecy. Society is finally pushing ahead the Michael Cera agenda. Kind of funny for me to say that when literally Michael Cera's era is probably over. He has era in his last name. He's never over. But I'm so glad. Like, I literally, if you're watching, this was my reaction when I saw the Barbie picture of Michael Cera. Him. Last person I would have thought that would have been in that movie list. Like, in that cast list. Like, girl, you got Greta. Greta is doing the Lord's work. For sure. I can't wait to see him in that movie. Like, need I say more? Yeah. That was the first note. I didn't even want to mention my eyebrows first. Like, in the way I wrote down my notes for this, I just really needed to start that off with that. But anyway, moving past it. A chili hot dog, a chili cheese hot dog from Sonic, a foot long even, not bad. Hot dogs from Sonic aren't that bad. And I'm here to like clarify any sort of like judgment or like any sort of questions you might have for those of you who have ordered from Sonic before and you're always like, the hot dog, why the fuck do they have a hot dog on this menu? Like, it can't even be that good. It was pretty decent. A foot long even. Didn't even have the whole foot long. Maybe 8 inches of it. It's pretty filling. So, and it's pretty cheap. Try it if you're into that. If not, store this information for later. Store this information when you go to Chili's with... Fuck, I keep wanting to say Chili's. Store this information in your brain for later when you go to Sonic with your friends and you're like, hey, chili cheese hot dogs aren't even that bad. They're like, why? Why do you know that? Did you try one? No, but a trusty podcast host did. Yeah. Okay. Next up on the docket, going to watch the Mario movie in 4D. I'm shitting my pants. First 4D movie ever. Can't wait. Rooting for Jack Black. Need I say more? Awesome movie. Can't wait. Never, like, I'm in shock. I'm like, I don't know what, like, I have no expectations for what a 4D movie experience is like, other than I'm gonna have the time of my life. Easter? No. Mario movie? 4D? Yes. Yeah. Another thing, I'm getting a haircut this weekend and I'm possibly dyeing it depending on what happens to a test strand that I'm gonna try out on my hair. Cause first I was thinking, another burp, sorry. At first I was thinking, let me dye my hair black. Like, let's fuck it. Let's just black, right? And then I was like, I did this whole thing with my eyebrows and I was like, wait, I really just remembered I have all of the ingredients necessary to go blonde, because before I had this hair color that I had now, I was going to go blonde and I had already purchased toner and bleach and every single step that I would need to go blonde. So I was like, I'm going to do a little test strand after I get my hair cut on Saturday. And if it fully goes blonde, then green light, go blonde. If it's still blue underneath, we're going black. So if you see me with either color, you know what my outcomes were. Yeah, and I'm also getting bangs. Banging. I'm gonna be. Like, first, I tried to see what I'd look like with, like, straight forehead for a week, and now I'm not gonna have a forehead. Brows, but no forehead. I'm scared because the last time I had brows was when I was maybe a year old. And imagine me as a grown woman 20 years later with bangs. Can't wait to see what that looks like. Hopefully I can style it good. That's my one worry, because I love to pull my hair back. And I don't know, like, I also take, like, I like take way too long to wash my hair. And I know that can't be done with bangs. Like, that's not possible. So we'll see. You'll see. We'll see. Next thing, the air dryer. I put our dryer, and for some reason I read it as air dryer. Our dryer in the apartment was broken for almost a fucking week, and I hate the maintenance at my apartment place because they suck. But we have a new dryer now, which slays. And the last thing on our docket before we start today's episode is our continuing segment as of last episode, Movies I've seen since the last episode. This one is a really short and wimpy list because I didn't really watch any movies since the last time I did this, which is kind of embarrassing because that's why I started the segment. I've just been really into my new show that I've been watching, Superstore. Really recommend it. I'm already on season 2. Almost probably done with season 2. But yeah, I haven't really been watching a lot of movies lately. I just haven't had the energy, and there isn't any movies that are sticking out to me. But the last ones I've seen since the last episode are the Puss in Boots Last Wish, because my roommate hadn't watched it before, and we didn't even watch the full thing, but it still stands as like such a good movie. Like literally the whole time I was watching it, I was just like, how did Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio win over this? Doesn't add up. And the other movie is The Muppets, because I'm on a Jason Segel kick right now. He's my white boy of the month, some would say. White boy of the past 2 months, even. But yeah, I really, I hadn't seen The Muppets, actually, ever since I saw it in theaters for the first time. And to give you reference, it came out in 2011. So I do love the movie. It is a good movie. But it's been quite some time since I've seen The Muppets. And it's not that bad. I love it. I love Kermit. He slays. He kills it. Amy Adams put up with way too much for this movie. Let me get a kick at John Segel. Okay? If me and Amy Adams switched places in the Muppet movie, let's just say Jason Segel wouldn't be a virgin anymore. That was so out of line. The man is 40 something. Let's finish this off, please. I need to end this so I can actually start the episode. Okay. Guys, this is so exciting. This week's episode is going to be Who is Surviving the Hunger Games? Now, this isn't an original idea. This is actually one of the ideas that someone recommended to me last week. So, how this is going to work. I'm not going to be grouping these people that I'm going to name into a certain district. I know it's a trend on TikTok to do that, to see if a celebrity or a character would survive in the Hunger Games. But I'm not going to do that because I don't really rely on it too much. I don't care enough about whatever district they're on. They're also not going to be in pairs for the district unless I specifically write it in. And it's not the usual 24 people. It's going to be 14. And some are characters, some are real people. What else? Oh, I couldn't decide. I think I'm deciding, or I'm leaning more towards all of these people I'm going to list are going to be in the same group of Hunger Games, the game. I can't decide if they should be all together or separate, in different scenarios, hypotheticals. You get to decide, because I don't want to. So you get to. But with that being said, all that being described, let's get into the episode. All right. So, first person that came to mind when I thought of this episode for some reason was the Kool-Aid Man. What's going to happen to the Kool-Aid Man? He won't survive. He might even fall off, or fall or trip the second he steps off the platform, and will get killed. For sure he will get killed. He can't run away very fast. His arms are too short and stubby. He can't. He's not making it. I'm sorry, but he's not making it. Next up, Ice Spice. I feel like she gives off runner vibes. I think she could survive for a day or two. And then she might die in some twisted way. Poison, even? Listen, I love Ice Spice. I don't know much about her athletic background, if she's done any sports and whatnot, but that's just the energy she's giving me. Like, get it? But she gives off runner vibes. And I don't think she would last very long, to be fair. But who knows? That's what I wrote. Next up, Nick Cannon. He might side with the girl player, maybe even from his district, and perhaps procreate with each other. But the girl he does it with is going to slit his throat and kill him, because that was her intention after all. She only got close to him to kill him. And it was never about procreating with Nick Cannon. In an alternate universe, this whole situation would take place with Nick Cannon's children in the Hunger Games as well. So imagine the Hunger Games, Nick Cannon's children, Nick Cannon, the rest of the people I'm about to name. Wouldn't that be fucking crazy? I think it would be crazy. I'd watch it. I'd for sure watch it. Next up, my angel, ew. If you heard the noise my mouth or like my throat just made, no, you didn't. But I'm going to try to soundproof the fuck out of what I just made, like the noise I just made. But my angel sent from above, my baby, my day one right now, my ride or die, Jason fucking Segel. What's happening to Jason Segel in the Hunger Games? Well, poor guy. Oh, sorry, I just touched the mic with my hand, sorry. Poor guy would be so fucking terrified of the Hunger Games. He wouldn't even, like, grab a weapon. He would just run until he couldn't see anyone else. And I wrote, baby wouldn't even kill a person. He might kill himself. He'd feel too guilty killing someone else. Think about it. Baby wouldn't even kill a person. Poor baby. Poor grown man child. This one is crazy because I know it's fucking true. Hello Kitty. This bitch. Hello fucking Kitty. I think she's going to be a finalist for sure. She's totally trapping some people and killing them. I don't give a fuck. Like, she is quick-witted and smart and is so capable of it. I just know. Like, that bitch may be 3 apples tall, but I'll be damned if she isn't a finalist. That's all I gotta say. Like, I'm rooting for her. I know she has the ability to make it to the end. She's not gonna win, but she might. That's the best part. Next up, Jimmy Kimmel. Babes is gonna grab those camera drone thingies and that fly around during the games, and he's gonna turn it into a damn web show vlog situation. And yeah, he's fucking dying for sure. Like, he's gonna accidentally reveal his location somehow, and he's gonna die thanks to his little vlog situation for sure. All right, next one, really important. Magic Mike, but from the first movie specifically. The hypothetical I wrote for this one is absolutely insane. And here we go. Honestly, he can make it, I think, till the very end. He's strong and can totally distract and kill everyone with his pony routine. Might even win. His dick is his weapon of choice. I think that's pretty accurate. What I mean by his dick is his weapon of choice is, like, he would definitely just start doing his pony routine and then, like, start swinging his dick and might even kill some people. Or, like, I don't know, like, his dick is his weapon of choice. Like, what more do I need to say about this situation? I think it makes total sense to me, at least. So, yeah, I'm rooting for Magic Mike to be one of the finalists. We'll see. All right, next up, the Luigi brother. Luigi. You know him. You love him. Luigi. I wrote this in all caps, so imagine me screaming this. That man is winning the Hunger Games for real, for real. He can literally survive a haunted mansion, look good in overalls, and put up with his superstar brother who gets all the fucking attention. This isn't just a win for Luigi, but for everyone in the Nintendo universe. Because, like, if Mario was there, And, like, he was going to win. Like, it was going to be a win for Mario, you know? It was never going to be a win for the people. He's the people's choice. Luigi is the people's choice. He speaks for everyone in the Nintendo universe. So, I hope you guys can side with me on that. I love Luigi. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was my Luigi impersonation. Hope it was good for you guys. Next up, Jimmy fucking Neutron. That boy will be so helpless without Goddard. He's as good as dead. Yeah. Unless he can actually talk to Goddard through some bionic earpiece that he installed beforehand and he cheats his whole way through. Maybe even makes a weapon. I don't know. Like, how crazy would it be? Like, that was so Jimmy Neutron for Jimmy Neutron to install a little earpiece into himself for Goddard to talk into. Because Goddard is smart. But Jimmy is smarter. He's thinking harder about this kind of stuff. Next up, Claire Dunphy from Modern Family, for those who don't know who that is. Which, like, embarrassing. Get it together. Get it fucking together. All right. That woman might fucking win. Like, she has the ability to make it to the end for sure. Her and Magic Mike, power duo. He kills people with his penis. She's just a mom. No offense. That might be actually very crazy that I just said that. Being a mom is so much more than what I just made it sound like. Like, she isn't just a mom, but she, for the sake of this, is a mom. She's just that bitch. And she definitely has some survival skills in her. I sure hope she does, at least. She'd mother. I literally wrote that down, that she'd mother. She would. She'd mother the fuck out of the whole game. So certain of that. Might even make a closet out of the trees for a place to rest. That was just a crazy little silly joke, but she might. I don't know what she's capable of. I don't know what anyone is capable of during the Hunger Games. Like, imagine fighting for your life. Claire would do it. I said, what can't Claire... Fuck. I'm this close to saying clit. I swear, guys. What can't Claire Dunphy do? God. Sorry if your children are around. But I did just say that. Oh my God. We gotta keep rolling. Sue Sylvester and Will Schuester. Sue is winning. In this universe, I think 3 people are winning. It's a tie. It's a 3-way tie. For sure. I know you can't have 3 winners, but I feel confident about this. Sue would totally make Sue would totally stuff her pockets with bombs. And maybe make her sponsors send poison to the other characters. That's believable to me, I'd say. Will, on the other hand, that bitch is gonna try and unionize, and no one is obviously going to want to do it. And Sue will kill him because they're sworn enemies. Simple. Bada bing, bada boom. You try to unionize, you're dead. You're enemies with Sue Sylvester, you're dead. You have a butt chin, you're gone. You're dead. Was never rooting for Will Schuester in the first place. I'm rooting for a lot of these people, but Will Schuester, low on the list. Next one. Thought I would bring a politician into this because why not? You know, we got to balance everything out. We have Barack Obama. I said I think he has some potential, that he is one of our older contestants. 61, by the way. And a lot of people do respect him, especially the people I just named. But he will die a graceful death, I feel. Perhaps might even jump in front of a bullet to save someone else because he's just that altruistic. He's just that darn nice. I love them. I do. Next. Myself. You thought I wasn't gonna put myself in the Hunger Games? What? This is my podcast. Guys, I would put myself in the Hunger Games. Now, does that mean I think I'm gonna win? Just you listen to what I've written here. Ain't no way I'm surviving. I don't run. I'm as good as dead. I don't like being under pressure, especially life or death kind of pressure. What? I'm not athletic in any sort of way. I haven't climbed a tree in at least a decade. Plus, I'm afraid of getting splinters. It's a real fear. I've gotten them before, and I won't be getting them. Like, I won't not be getting them if I'm climbing trees in the Hunger Games. Like, come on. And I can see myself dying from an accidental death. Like eating a poisonous berry or something. Like, it's happening. For sure. I'm either getting way too many splinters in my fucking hands, or eating a poisonous berry, or drinking poisonous water. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, I would die a simple little death because I'm not good with weapons. I can't do anything athletic. I'm not gonna run. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know if you understand, but once those glass thingies come down on the platforms that you're standing on, I'm not running, girl. I might be speed walking at best. So I might even die within the first couple of seconds of like everyone grabbing their weapons. Like, you can't see me. That would be me. Just covering my face. Like, oh my God, no, I'm not here. No, you don't see me. Guys, I have something to admit. That's the end of the list. I'm only 27 minutes into this episode, and I've finished the list. Which is terrifying because what else do I talk about for the next at least 5 minutes? Like, we at least got to make 30 minutes on this thing. I guess I can throw out some more potential people that I didn't have listed that I'll just come up with, like, their hypothetical situations off the top of my head. For some reason, Jennifer Coolidge is really coming to me right now. I don't think Jennifer Coolidge is gonna win. Listen, okay, I don't know if Jennifer Coolidge plays a little dumb character on purpose. Or if that's just her. But she's dying. I don't care. She's dying. She might, like... Okay, wait. Let me, like, take a few steps back. She might create an alliance with someone, because who hates Jennifer Coolidge? Like, who would hate her? You know? So, like, someone might be, like, they might feel bad. They'll be like, okay, Jennifer, come with me. Like, you'll be fine. But she's not making it to the end. I can assure you. Who else? I don't know. Drake? Drake, when he can't run because he has BBL, it's gonna bounce all over the fucking place. Like, God. Do you guys think Drake stinks in real life? Probably. He's, like, kind of athletic, I think. In his 30s. I don't think he can climb a tree. There's just no way he can climb a tree. He's just gonna be like, he's gonna start saying white people sayings like, oh, gosh darn it, what am I gonna do now? He's gonna look at the cameras like he's Jim from The Office. What? That's gonna be him. For sure. He might even start rapping, like, what if he breaks out into Hotline Bling dance? Then what? That's his weapon. He can't be like Magic Mike, though. Like, you can't beat Pony by Genuine Magic Mike edition. Like, you're done. You're done. What else? Who else? I'm gonna think of a character really quick in my mind, if I can. Michael Scott. Dying. He's gonna die like the Kool-Aid man in a stupid, silly way. Definitely feeling that vibe from him. He might make a your mama joke and die. Seems very Michael Scott, honestly, to happen. But what do I know? That's really it. God, now this makes me feel like this was such a pathetic fucking excuse for a video, like a podcast idea. But it really was a good one. I just ran through them a lot quicker than I thought I was going to. So now we all have to live with the awkward silence of me trying to, like, make time. And it's not working very well because I'm blanking. I guess I'll tell you guys what I'm doing after this. I'm going to dye my eyebrows back to brown. And I'm going to go have Chipotle later. Might even go see a movie. Not, like, actually to the theaters, but, like, in my room. Give me movie recommendations right now. And I'll figure out what I want to see out of all of the choices you guys give me. Oh my gosh, this is the 15th episode. I forgot to say that. 15! That's halfway to 30, guys. That's a lot of episodes. Like, you can actually sit down and, like, listen to my episodes for a good while. Like, I have at least over 3 hours of just me talking. That's crazy. You could do a whole road trip listening to Braindump. You could do a whole flight listening to Braindump, maybe. That's crazy. I'm going to start drawing out my words to make more time. That is so crazy. Whoa. Okay, you know what? I've made you guys suffer long enough. I think I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna go see Dungeons and Dragons on Friday. Not really a Dungeons and Dragons girl, but John Francis Daly, the guy who plays Sam in Freaks and Geeks, co-directed it, and I will support him. So that's all I'm going to see it for. That and probably popcorn, because I love popcorn. Okay. I've blabbed enough. I've ranted enough. I've given you enough. Let me know if you want to do this. Let me know if you want me to do this again. I think it'd be a lot more fun to do with a person. So I think the next time I do end up doing this sort of concept, there will be a guest. Maybe that's what I need. Like, I just need a guest here right now. Kirby is sleeping on the floor, but she can't make it. Sorry. All right. I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch the 15th episode of Braindump. Yay! Oh my god, you've watched way too much Braindump. Turn it off. Please, I beg. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials if you want to see what I'm gonna look like before the next episode. Cause who's to know? It's always a little guessing game. Ooh, she's scary. She's unpredictable. Ruh-roh. Okay, gotta go. Cause I'm making this sound way too embarrassing. I love you guys. Thank you for listening or watching. Stay sexy. I'll see you in the next one. 16th episode. Let's go. Bye.